It's a Global Entrepreneurship Week. I've managed to say the word without
Well
stumbling.
done.
It's a long old word, isn't it? And all of this week, of course, there's been a whole series of events, and I'm very, very glad to say this morning we've got two guests with us to discuss this from Enterprise UK. First of all, Suki Pardesi, who's the Ambassador Manager for Enterprise UK, and also joining us is Shazan Quereshi. You're an ambassador for Enterprise UK, but also a businessman, and you're both business people in your own right as well. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Suki, can I start with you? Let's talk about, first of all, Enterprise UK, because Enterprise UK has been around for around 5 years. It's kind of a collaboration of government bodies, and it's kind of a leg up, if you like, for a lot of young people to inspire entrepreneurship, isn't it?
Yes, correct. You've got that very well rounded up. It's primarily an organisation that encourages people to be entrepreneurial, gives them confidence and skills and the ambition to start their own businesses. And this week we've been celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week, which involves schools and universities and lots of organisations around the UK who have put on events and invited lots of students or people who are starting their own businesses to get together and think of ways and opportunities of becoming entrepreneurial.
Now you're focusing a lot with the younger people, aren't you, particularly the age group 14 to 30 years old. And do you think that a lot of people coming out of university or other education sort of sectors are being a little bit overlooked? It can be so hard to get, to get on the ladder and to actually, you might have all these ideas, but to actually get some help and know who to turn to. Did you think that that was something that a lot of people found they were struggling with?
Well, I think there are ways and routes to get support, and that's what we encourage everyone to do. We can direct them to Business Link and to other organisations that are supportive of new businesses, and we found that the Prince's Trust and similar organisations, they're very keen to help promote people into thinking about having your own business, because I think we're all used to having that the education and the university and coming out of it with a degree, but there are also other people who may be more interested in creating their own business.
The practicalities of it, really.
Yes, and and if you've got a passion, then it's a wonderful opportunity to excel at it and make a big business and become a success. And as we know, with all the programs that we've had on television about becoming Apprentice.
When we talk about entrepreneurship, we think about Dragon's Den in terms of ideas and inventions that people have, and as you say, we think about the Apprentice as well, which maybe gives people a kind of skewed idea of what business is and how to succeed in business. I'll bring in Shazan at this stage. Actually, you're also an ambassador for Enterprise UK, but also a successful businessman in your own right. So you've got a kind of double-edged sword involvement with Enterprise UK, really, in so much as you can offer advice for people who are starting their businesses, but also you have the opportunity to potentially invest yourself as well, almost making you the equivalent of the dragons that we see on Dragon's Den.
If only, yes. No, absolutely. No, my role within Enterprise UK is to inspire youngsters across the board, the age groups, up to people being made redundant these days, to give them a vision and a value for starting their own business. But as you quite rightly say, at the same time, it gives me the opportunity to have a look at them, see what the business is about, advise them the right way. And if I feel personally that we can help them out within our group of companies, then invest in them too. Recently we have taken on another investment, another magazine within our publishing company for exactly the same sort of scenario and help support them start up their launch issue coming out next week.
Just touching on, that we're saying Dragon's Den and The Apprentice, they're all very, very popular in today's culture, but do you think they're giving people a little bit of a naive view, perhaps, to thinking, it's so easy to start up your own business, I've got this idea. Do you think it's dumbing down how much hard work is actually needed?
From my point of view, we go into, myself and my business partner go into a lot of businesses to help them out. I think what those programs do is inspire them to at least have an idea, to go out there and at least make a difference if they want to at the end of the day. It's our job within the Enterprise UK and all the government forums out there to give them that support in hand, as Suki mentioned before, really. But I think the programmes really give someone a chance to go out there and say, I've got an idea, at least let me try it. In the old days, maybe thought, no, I won't do it, it's too risky. But obviously with the current economic climate out there, it gives everyone the opportunity to say, I'll give it a whirl, really.
Well, actually, as well, Suki, we were talking off air before as well, and we've seen headlines just recently. It's something like, is it something like 15,000 people every month are starting businesses of their own from home, and the recession's been a big driver for that, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I think people have really found that you can be a success from your passion. If you have an idea and a spark and you have the creativity, then why not go out and try it? Because it's a huge challenge. It's a great adrenaline rush when you've got your own business. I've got my own PR business, and I've been working in this business for quite a long time, but I wanted to have the freedom to be able to spend time with my son, also be able to go out and meet people and network, and it was wonderful to be in control of your own destiny, and not to be in the box, with your boss looking at the time every morning and reporting
and reaping the
to
rewards
people.
of your success
Reap
as well.
the rewards. It's much more of a stimulating environment when you have your own business, because it's all about you. And I think a lot more people are thinking that way, and I think it's very important for young people as well to know that there are ways to move forward in their lives, because not everybody is educationally minded. A lot of people have creativity which isn't channeled, so there's a wonderful way.
It's a lack of confidence almost.
Of course it is,
People may have all the ideas, but they really need that push.
Yes, with our organisation, we tend to organise a lot of networking events where people who have their own businesses can come together. It can be isolating when you have your own business.
Quite frightening, isn't it?
And
Being a little
it
fish in
takes
a
a lot of
massive pond.
courage. So we try to get them all together to talk about their problems, come up with solutions for them, and it's really like a comfort blanket as well, because it gives them the chance to network.
Yeah.
Shazan, as well, you can talk firsthand. I mean, you have a number of different businesses,
That's right,
predominantly a publishing company as well, and you're at the moment, you issue a magazine called Work Life, which is kind of half business matters, and then you flip over and the other half is a lifestyle magazine.
Something creative in the marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely, and you've got a big circulation from that, and I take it, I mean, that started as a great idea, but needed nurturing and help to go along. I would imagine a lot of people wanting to start a business would simply think you would need tens of thousands of pounds to start up, but actually that's not necessarily the reality, is it?
No, not really.
Enterprise UK can tap into what is available.
Of course, I mean, to give you an example, we're using Work Life, as you mentioned, Derek. Yeah. It was an idea, the magazine's only a year old at the moment, but the idea came a year previously.
And that's here in Manchester,
It's here in Manchester, yeah. So we spent a year developing the concept, make sure it was all right, and then access some of the help out there. It's all self-funded from ourselves, but equally for any new business coming on board now, there's help there from organisations like NWDA, Business Link, etc. And our role as ambassadors is to give them that helping hand. As long as they've got the idea and have the passion to drive that business forward, and there is help there as and when they need it from ambassadors like myself or the others that are out there, really.
And is it really helping them the whole way, isn't it? You don't just sort of start them off and then leave them on their own. It's really continuous support, isn't it?
Well, there is consistency, yes, because people do need that, and I found it very valuable, because you would be sometimes in your office at home thinking, is there anybody out there? And to be able to leave your house and go and meet people and just be in an environment. I mean, we do have opportunities where we have presentation skills or workshops, and a lot of them are free of charge, because we know how important it is for people to be able to take part in these things, and they learn something and some skills, give them the support and confidence, basically encouraging them to get out there. And the bank of ambassadors that my role involves is recruiting people like Shazan and other fabulous role models who can go out there and talk to everybody from every community. We have people who are from the young ages up to 50 onwards. That's who are our role models.
Covering such
women, ethnic minority communities, every community you can think of. We try to encourage them to come on board, so we can send them out to talk to their communities in business settings and say, look, I've done it, you can do it as well.
Can I just throw just one quick question? I'll just ask you for literally 10-second answers on this one. And to both of you, Suki first, could I start a business from absolutely nothing?
Well, you need to have an idea.
Oh yes,
obviously.
I have an idea or something to
Give
sell.
him a few days.
But with no money to back it up, is there the potential to start from literally nothing, the smallest acorn?
There is, because the computer and the internet is a valuable source of information, so you can do a lot of research and learn a lot from that.
Shazan, can I make $1 million within a year?
Without a doubt, you can do, as long as you've got all the planning there to begin with,
And research.
That's all we needed to know, isn't it?
It's indeed
you can find out
inspiring.
more on the web as well. enterpriseuk.org is the website as well if you want to find out more. Shazan, Suki, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us
very
this
much.
morning.
Guys.
Love it, love it. So what should we invent?
I've got loads of ideas actually. I might
Right.
keep you guys after during the break because
Yes,
I've got
what we'll
quite a
do.
few ideas.
Yes, we'll write those down. We'll talk about them between us. We'll be back straight after this break.